So, top 3 things that I learned from 2023. Probably the biggest one is that to take action. I'm a great one for taking action, but this year's been an example of exactly why. If you want to check out my episode from my friend Paul, his story will tell you exactly why taking action is really, really important, and the time is now. There is no time to waste. So making sure that whatever it is that you want to do, you get it done, because things can move fast. 2023 has been an example of that. If you make a decision to do something, whatever that decision may be, moving it quickly and commit to it. And if you commit to it, then do it now. If there's any message that 2023 has, it's do not procrastinate, do not wait, do not let things fester. Another thing is how quickly things can change. So things that we've seen in 2023 is change in wartime from peace, the change in unrest, the change in rules, change in governments. It's been wild. It's been a wild, wild time. Changing interest rates at the central bank. A lot of people didn't realise that could happen as quickly, despite me looking like the guy that's always shouting that the sky is going to fall down. I've been explaining this for years, that it was going to change, and it did, and it happened even more quickly, more rapidly than I could have ever imagined. So, yeah, make decisions, move quickly, and do not, under any circumstances, believe that things won't change. They will change. And the beauty of that is that we need to know how to adapt, because over the years, I would say that the things that I've seen that have been big mistakes have been people expecting that things happen the way that they've happened, and they'll continue that way forever. So if ever had a look at any of my property investment videos, you'll see that people extrapolate the future. They'll just think that they'll buy in and things go like this, and they don't realise that things do this, and it has a cycle. And the world's like that. Property market isn't isolated. It's the nature of things. And the way that I explain it is a bit like, the seasons. So we have a summertime, we have autumn, we have winter, and we have spring, and it goes through a change, goes through a cycle. And we're going through that cycle just now with a lot of factors that have manifested in 2023. We've seen trade wars, currency wars, technology wars, and now we're seeing some hot wars. And it shows that a cycle goes round, and we're seeing that now. So the 2 things that I would urge you to make sure that you don't do, if you have done, is don't expect things to remain the same. And the second thing is don't hang around waiting for the perfect time. There isn't going to be a perfect time. There never is. That's the thing about timing. If you wait until you get it perfect, you'll end up procrastinating, waiting until it's too late. And that's what I would say in 2023 is that you've seen these things happen, and you've seen how quickly they can change. So if you've got a goal, if you've got a dream, if you fancy doing something, then go for it. And when you go into these things, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're in business, you're thinking about getting into business, or you're thinking about investing, go into it with the ability to adapt. That adaptability is going to make you more aware of what's going on out there. So you can see things happening, just like the interest rates rising. You can see things happening if the market starts to change. You can get a better understanding to what is actually out there with conditions, rather than your confirmation bias, as in you think it was good then and you want it to continue. That's a bias, and that bias will catch you in a trap. So having these things in your tool belt is going to make you way more prepared. And you don't need to be in the world of business. You can be, in fitness, in your mental strength, your physical strength, how you maybe approach your relationships. The ability to adapt and the ability to know that things don't remain the same and things need worked on is a great tool. So 2023 has been a great example of that. Another thing 2023 has given us is showing us the importance of being together. So having a community spirit that together we're better than being fractured or split apart. So there's never been a time where people need to come together, because at the minute things are looking a bit unsettled. And I've said this to my sister. My sister was feeling a bit disgruntled about everything that was going on. I said to her, I says, look, in life we have been way worse than this in terms of humanity. We've been way worse, and things have been in a way worse state. And on the other hand, we've done a lot better job in the past. So there's been times we've been a lot better than the way we are just now. And unfortunately, the trend looks like we're getting a little worse than we're getting a little better. And that shows the importance of having a bit of us coming together and having a common good in a thing that's bigger than us all to aim at. Because with that gives us the power to affect change for the right reasons and the right changes, rather than it going the wrong way. And 2023 has shown us that what happens if we don't affect that change, and if we don't band together and we don't stick together and we don't do things for the common good, then you get things like hot wars, battles, you get issues with organisations, you get issues with governments. These are the things that happen when people feel disgruntled, they feel unheard, and they feel like they're fractured and split apart. And I think that going into 2024, one of the key takeaways that we can have is that if we do a little bit better job together, we're going to make things better. We're going to improve it. We're going to head to that direction where we were doing a better job. We're going to reverse the trend. So 2023's taught us that, and that's a key takeaway that we can keep as a reminder.